Hey guys, this is Susan with Scrapalicious by Susie Q. We're working on our French bunny journal. I did not want to do this, but I did it anyway because I don't want to have to cut all those papers like that. So I've taken this apart and I pulled out all the pieces until we get to here. This is where we worked at before. Let's see. So all of the papers are from, most of the papers are from Lost in Florence, from Pink Monarch Butterfly. And so, but there are a few other pieces like this and some others that I just pulled out of just different scrapbook sets and different, and I will try to let you know what they are. I'll put them in the bottom of the at the bottom of this, so just want to let you know that. All right, so what we've got going on is here. The very first one is this, and let's see, it is 8.5 by 4, and then I folded it over, so it's going to fit like this. Then I folded this over, and on this one, let's see, this is going to be 8.5 by 4, the back piece, and then this inside is 8.5 by 3.5. So we cut all that last time. So, but I just wanted to let you know about that one. This one, we did this one last time. So this is just a folded piece of paper that's about an inch on each side by 8.5. Let's see. So this is going to be 8.5. Let's see, oops, wrong side, by 7.25, and so that just so that leaves that little indentation right there. All right, so we're going to flip over here, and that's the other part of that. So I think I will need to glue that down. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac to go ahead and glue that down. Look at this. Oh, here it goes. So Fabri-Tac works very well with fabric and putting fabrics onto other products. But it also does, in thin paper, you don't see it. You don't see the glue. So put that down there like that. And then I did, so that piece goes up here. I will put those in maybe at the end of this or next time if I need to. And then, so this is the back of this piece sits here. This piece sits over here. This sheet of paper is 8.5 by 7 wide. So it's going to go here. So it's going to go just like that. I'm going to glue that down. I might as well go ahead and glue that down. Let's see. And what I did was just pull another piece of paper and marked it what I needed it to be. And then I hole punched them with my Crop-A-Dile. You probably have something that you could do better, you know, that would work much better. But that's what I had. I probably have a machine that will do it, but I don't know where it is. Because I do have a cincher, but I don't know how much it would work. I don't know how it would work. So I'm going to put this on here. And I did do the paper that side with a little bit of brown. And I know that I will have to cut a little bit off one side. It's very hard to get all of them lined up. But so that's that. So this is going to be this side, and it's going to flip over here. I'll do some inking on that. Now the next piece is this. This is a 8.5 by 11 Stampin' Up! Sahara Sand scrapbook paper. It's 8.5 by 11, excuse me. Then I scored it here at 1/4 inch, and then I scored it here 6.5, and then I have 4.5 left over. So I am going to glue this down here, and then it's gonna fit like that. So I had to flip over that. So I'm going to do that. That probably needs to be done with some glue, and probably this glue will do. So I've scored that down. If you want that to be inked, you need to do it now, probably, just to make sure that everything is that you can get to everything easily. Okay. Now I know that this one has about 1/4 of an inch, so I want to do that on this side also. But I also want to get this right on that, or right over that, so I'm going to make sure that that works pretty good. Let's make sure it's even on the outside. Doesn't look like it. Let's see. I should have. Yep, it's covering everything up. And then put it on there. I may have to go back with some other kind of adhesive to make sure that it shows, that it sticks. So we have this 1/4 inch here, and I've got it inked up, and then I have this 1/4 inch, and so I probably should have done the did the inking on this piece, but we'll see how it's going to go. All right, so then this is going to flip up, and this is going to flip over. So I'm going to make sure that those are good and stuck down. I'm going to put something over the top of those. So that's here, it pulls over, this comes up, and this folds up. So that is going to go on this side. Now then, this is just one simple piece of paper to separate that from our next project. So I'll put some kind of paper on that. Now this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that it just looks kind of like it matches it. It's the height is 6.5 and the width is 7. All right, so that is going to make a flap over this. So I have 6 pieces of paper, and I cut them down. These are all 8.5. I mean, the back one is 8.5, and then I believe this is, let's see. I wrote it in here just so I could have it. Well, it's escaping me now. I know I wrote it in there. There it is. So these are 7.5 wide, just like all of them. So it's just 7.5 wide. The first one, the last one is full piece of paper. The last one is the full piece of paper. And then the one before that is 8.25. Then this one is 6. This is 5.75. This is 3.5. And this is 3.25. So it just makes it, so if you can see that, hold on, let me get a piece of, do a little bit of inking so I can kind of show you where, I should have already done that, I apologize. And hopefully I'll be able to put that in with the measurements in at the bottom, or on my Facebook page, or my, at the bottom of, at the subscription, at the bottom, I'm sorry. the more information at the bottom of the YouTube. Okay, now you can see those. So if you see, they're staggered. This is 8 1/2, 8 1/4. This is 6, 5 3/4, 3 1/2, and 3 1/4. So that is going to be like that inside of there. So each one of these are going to flip, and they have like that. They're going to be glued together here and at the bottom. So they're going to be 3 flips. And this piece of paper, I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam here, just like I did on the other. And so this is going to make it a pocket, not a pocket, a flap over, so that these will all keep together. But when you pull this up, then you'll be able to pull all of these separate. Now the other pieces that I cut off of those, I have those saved to the side. And I am going to save those for another project. So I'm going to put that on there, but I'm not going to do anything till I get the paper for those, and we'll do that next time. So we'll decorate this one next time. This was just the extra paper. This is this one. And I'll put a little bit more glue there. There we go. Like I say, I'll put that in there, and then we need to put these pieces on. So that's going to be like that. All right, this is the front of it. You flip over, and I'm going to use this piece on this side. And let's see, that is a 8 1/2 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to put this on there first. Then I'll do the inside. Then we may be able to go ahead and put the flap on the 3 pocket this afternoon. I try to only have about 30-minute videos because I know you guys are so busy. I could have done this with the glue stick, but I didn't. This is going to be hard to get it down because it's not going to give me that much room. So if you have this is directional. Just make sure that you have it in the right direction. And then I will, okay, hold on. This is hard. Woo. Let's see, I want to put it right up on that edge. I can't see. There you go. I'm going to have to probably go back and put some glue on some glue stick on it to make it stick correctly and have time to modify it or move it around. But we can go ahead and show you what it's going to look like. All right. So this is the front side. It has a blue and kind of a brown or taupe color there. Then you're going to flip over and you will have this. And then you'll flip over here. And then we'll have this and this. It's going to be really cute. This time I'm going to get the glue stick for real. Because that was not an easy thing. And I'm going to have to go back and fix it anyway. So I think I'm right under you where you can see me. Yes. And I think this is possibly a directional one. So we need to make sure we have it in the correct direction. Yep, looks like it's that way. So I'm gonna, and then after when I get everything on, I will go back and trim everything on the sides to make sure everything is even and not hanging down. Okay, let's see if I can get that. This is a hard thing right here. It's not an easy thing to get it down there just right. I can watch Jennifer over at Genevieve, and she just puts it down straight as it can be. And that I did not do that well. So I'll go ahead and pull that up again and try again. So this piece I can move, I can trim that. Let's see. Oh, I'm just not doing it too well, am I? There we go, a little bit better. And then this one here, I'm going to put that right there. And use this piece. And so I will trim everything after the video is over, after YouTube is over, and then we'll look at it next time. It's going to look really cute. I did not want to take everything out of the book, but it's the best way to do it if you've got to put the paper in there, the holes in there. To me, it's the easiest way, but I didn't want to do it. Okay. Now we'll put some, I'm going to have to repeat that. We did that one. So anyway, it's this, folds over, that, and there. Then this one, and then you have a pocket here, flip over here. This pulls. It does not have a pocket here, but it'll be fine. Then we have this piece of paper, which I'll just cover something. And then we have this. And then you're going to have one pocket, 2 pockets, and 3 pockets. Now, I'm going to put paper about 1/2 inch down on the inside so that it's nice. And then I'll fill that all the way. And then this will go half in, about 1/2 inch or 1 inch down. And then this will go all the way to the bottom. This will do 1/2 inch at the top or 1 inch covered there. And then I will go all the way to the bottom. Then, let's see, I'll get my, that piece of paper, and it needs to be this way. And so I'm going to pull that in and probably get it. I am going to do it. I'm gonna do a 1/2 inch. Now I won't have to then I won't have to cover the top one. Okay, let's see. I think I got it. Let's see if I did. Let's see if it's not too short. I don't want it to be too short. So that's gonna go there. It's going to go inside of here and to the edge, right, like this. And each of the papers are going to they're going to be covered. And then it's going to cover this to right here. And I may put I may round these, and I may put a magnet in it. So let's go ahead and put that on there. So I'm going to take all of these pieces and put them to the side, except for the last one. So I'm going to need to put that right on the edge, at this edge and at this edge. Probably need some art glitter glue. I like that better than this, but this is what I have in my hand today. So I'm going to put it here. And up at the edge, make sure that that's, so then we're going to put this back here. And these pieces. So, and then we're going to, this will be the flip. Then these are probably be rounded. So you'll pull this up, probably with a magnet. And then these will be glued down, and the glue down. So you'll have this full little pocket. You'll have this nice pocket. And then you'll have this nice pocket. So that's going to be really cute. All right, so I wanted this to be kind of a short one. Next time we're going to do some pockets. Probably some pockets this way with the flap here. And then possibly a tuck behind it. So that's what we'll do next time. But I wanted to show you the things that I've already developed for these. This is just a beautiful card that's in with the set. It's beautiful. And then these are some little books, and I may make these as side loading pockets, so they'll hold the papers together. And there's 2 of those. And then this is a gem clip with a library pocket. You got some different paper in there, different things in there. And then this is just another card that can go with that. And then this is another gem clip with a library pocket. Then we've got lots of different things to go in here. I got lots of these taken out so that we can do some tabs. Right. These are so pretty. I don't want to go back in there. There we go. Just got those stuck in there just to note that was a pocket. Then here's just an extra one that I'll find somewhere to put that in there. And then this one. Those are really pretty. And so we're going to have a great looking journal, a junk journal. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And it's been 22 minutes or 23 minutes. So I'll upload this and I'll make sure to put all the measurements on it. Thanks. See you next time.